Sinikins, Major Assessment 2. Hello, this is the letter I'm going to be sending to parents before school starts. Dear parents and guardians, I'm eager for the first day of school and I'm so excited to meet all of your children. I then just go on into introducing myself, saying what I got my major and degrees in, and then I also just state how I'm very interested in music and I'm passionate about it and how I think music and math are similar. I'm hoping that this will create relationships right off the bat for maybe students that are more musically inclined. And then I kind of just go through and say why I feel like math can be challenging because of the putting numbers with letters and graphs. And I'm a firm believer that everyone can solve every problem. It just might take a little bit longer for some kids, and that's totally okay. I hope to implement a mastery-based learning, and this is more just learning the material instead of just getting a grade for the material. And I understand that high school math can be challenging for children to ask their parents for help. So if you feel like that your child is struggling at home and you cannot be of any help, please let me know so I can be more benefit at school and maybe might understand why some kids can't do their homework as better as other kids that maybe have a parent in the math field. Then I just say in my closing paragraph, math is all about creating relationships between different numbers, shapes, and quantities. So I hope the child, you, and I can create relationships that will make your child's knowledge grow to infinity. I am very excited to add your children into my classroom, multiply their knowledge, and make it equal to something brilliant. Best regards, Miss Kins. And here's my open house presentation. I just start off with my name and I put the little Webkinz logo to go with my last name. And then I just say about me again. I got a bachelor's in math with minors in education and music at Fitchburg State, and I have a lot of interests that include music, dance, and reading. And then I show them the curriculum we will follow about seeing structure and expression, arithmetic with polynomial rational expressions, creating equations and reasoning with equations and inequalities, as well as the math practice standards we will be using with making sense of problems and persevere in solving them, model with math, attend to precision, and a couple more. And I am more than happy to give handouts of this curriculum if the parent so asks. Then my teaching philosophy is that students are capable of solving every problem. Some students might take an hour, some students may take a minute. That's totally okay. That does not show anything about actually being able to solve the problem. As long as you get there in the end, you can solve it. I believe in not only teaching math, but also life skills. I want to show them how to organize, how to plan their time, how to maybe use a planner, maybe use technology in math, things like that that you could actually use in the real world. And I believe in a close student-to-teacher relationship. If a student doesn't feel comfortable coming up to me and asking me a question, that may make the child not do so well in my class. So I really hope that we can have a close relationship and that the child can succeed because of that. Success is a sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. I really don't want your children to be cramming until midnight for a test when I can just use mastery-based learning, and that mostly means that I'd rather a kid do homework every day than not do any homework and study for an exam an hour before and get a good grade. That does not show that the student knows the skills, and that does not show that the student knows how to prepare for something. So you will be taking tests, and it will count towards your GPA, but there will be retakes, extra credit, and things like that to make it your grade. I just want you to be happy with your grade. I don't really care about your grade. I care more about that you're learning the skills. Homework will be given out daily. Exit tickets will be given out weekly, but won't be grade based off of correctness, but more just you did it. Quizzes will be graded off correctness, but you can do retakes and things like that. My classroom expectations is that I hope all students feel that they succeeded, they work through their full potential, I can create an environment where they can come to me and ask questions, and that the class is dedicated to working hard and teach skills outside the classroom. So as I said, you can do retakes and extra credit, but if you don't do any of your homework, I may not consider it. I'm only going to consider it to kids that do their homework, show me day in and day out that they care about learning the material. So just as long as you show me that you're hardworking, then we can think of a compromise to make your grade and both of us happy. The greater the struggle, the more glorious the triumph. If you spend an hour on a math problem, I can guarantee you're going to feel a lot happier once you get the problem right than if you just solve the problem in a minute. Don't feel bad if you take long to do anything in life, because once you get there, it's just going to make it so much more meaningful. And now, do you guys have any questions?